Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Season 6, Episode 3 of the Mark Mo Show, titled Useful Idiots. So, yep, Mark Mo Show. Here we are, Season 6. We're into it, having fun, all podcast platforms and YouTube. And I'm here along with my co-host and producer, Aiden Maloney. What's going on, dude?
I'm feeling fantastic.
That's good.
'Twas my fault we missed last week. I picked up a cold from work.
Damn it.
Got my girlfriend sick, which she did not appreciate. So the household has been ill for a while. I naively thought that it was going to be one of those colds that sticks around for 3 days and kind of goes away. Not the case. After the third day, I felt better. And then the fifth day, I was like, oh no, it's still here. It's still around.
Oh, yeah.
So not ideal, but hopefully my voice isn't too rough today. But I am feeling better, which is bueno, as they say down south.
That is true. That is true. That is exactly what they say. I actually ordered bueno the other night. So
Tasty?
It was very tasty. It was very, very tasty.
One could say tastes good.
Yeah, with a side of verde. Delicious. Anyway, it's a callback for those that are regular listeners. Anyway, so Aiden, in addition to being my co-host, producer, all-around amazing dude, he has a gaming channel called Aiden Spelled the Right Way, so you better spell it the right way.
It's the only way you can find me.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Exactly. You don't want to fall into a YouTube rabbit hole you can't find your way out of.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that. So, so Aiden does this gaming, YouTube-based, GeoGuessr, Polybridge, Observation Duty, a ton of different horror games. Get
Horror.
Get your mind out of that. That was good spelling.
Thank you.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Anyway, prior to us coming on with you here today, Aiden was explaining this game that he just played. Sounds kind of crazy.
It just went live today for anyone listening Saturday today. So that one, this one up this morning. The video game title. Okay, not the title of the YouTube video, although I did make the match. The title of the video game is as follows. I woke up in the house of a fat man. He's over 30 years old and loves beer and games.
Loves beer? Well, who doesn't?
Exactly. I'm like, that's so relatable, but it's also like a horror game, in air quotes. It's kind of like a meme-y horror game, which is kind of right up my alley. So that was a lot of fun, a lot of editing. If anyone has watched it and you're like, wow, editing out all those dildos must have taken a hot minute. Why, yes, it did. Why, yes, it did.
I can imagine so.
And then earlier this week, I played a game called Zarvan Power Plant, where I'm an urban explorer going through this abandoned Soviet power plant. And who's to say what really happens inside the building?
Yeah, I would imagine probably some sort of nuclear leak and people glowing in the dark. And
I did play a Chernobyl-style one earlier, but this is different in a way. It's kind of Men in Black, aliens, armed forces related.
One of their other wrecked power plants.
Exactly. Classic Russia.
Classic Russians.
You love to see
We
it.
love you, Russian listeners, by the way.
God bless. God bless. Love your vodka stuff. Keep it up.
Yeah, keep it up.
But it's been very fun. I did take a week and a half-ish off from recording, of course, due to the cold. And then before that, due to work kind of stretching me a little thin. And I don't want to get on camera and make something I'm not proud of. So I'd rather skip an upload than do something and be like, that was just okay.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
I would agree.
There were 15-ish days, maybe a little more than that I didn't upload. But it's good to be back.
Yeah, it is definitely good to be back. And it's funny you say that because I feel sometimes, especially back when we did radio. So before we did podcasting, we got our start on local radio, 103.1 FM. And I always felt, whether I was sick, because a lot of times when I was sick, my voice would get super raspy and
Morgan
deep.
Freeman-esque.
Morgan Freeman-esque.
Yeah.
So, like, I would be sick or starting to get sick, and my voice does this thing, and I was like, oh, my God, Aiden, we got to record. We got to record today. I sound like Morgan Freeman. This is going to be great radio. But honestly, like when I'm feeling shitty or I'm hungover, I feel that's some of my best stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just more dialed in or I don't give a shit, so the creative juices flow because I have nothing else blocking it because I feel like shit.
And we did talk about this. I think it was earlier in season 6, maybe late season 5, but we did mention that like in those moments of physical or mental vulnerability, it just becomes more stream of consciousness, and you're just going with the flow. Like, let's see where this leads. It becomes more tangential to what you may have planned the show to be, but it still ends up being fun and funny. That it's almost inspirational way. It's like I don't want to lead into every show being hungover because my liver would be very unhappy.
Yeah.
But also, like, there's something to be said for that, you know?
I think so.
Maybe art is best when the artist is vulnerable and honest and genuine.
I think so.
Which I think is a fair thing to say.
Oh, it's definitely a fair thing to say. But either way, I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly all of the reasoning on my end of it or why I feel like I can do that, but it's just...
And you get that nice trait, right, of when you get sick, a throat sick, you sound like Morgan Freeman.
Right.
But my voice is already a little bit deeper. So
yours is deeper.
When I get sick and my voice goes to shit, I don't sound like Morgan Freeman. I sound like someone that smokes 20 packs a day and is on their deathbed. And I'm like, that does not make for good radio. I cannot do this because I will lose my voice, and it's going to be a bad time for anyone with ears.
That's a fair comment. I can.
You can get behind.
I can get behind that 100%.
You know what I'm saying, though, right?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Now, Aiden, based on his gaming and then based on my creation of the Mark Mo show, we kind of did this collab where I'm like, we should do some gaming, but we should do it in a way where we can still, crack our jokes, do our improv, do that kind of stuff. So we came up with A&M Gaming. So, as I said, it's this collaborative site where we get together, we do some games. We don't do games where we're like, we have to be so screwed in or so dialed in that we're not really interacting a lot with each other. Because that's just two people sitting playing a game.
Right.
So it's like, there's 100,000 people on Twitch and YouTube doing that. So it's like, why do we want to do that? So we want to do things that are a little bit more casual and a little less serious, but where we can get on and we can joke and we can have fun.
Goof and gaff.
Goof and gaff, indeed. And I don't know about you, but I'm having a great time with it so far. And for those that do follow A&M Gaming, we've been doing Dream Daddy.
Back into Dream Daddy. Sounds just like that.
Sounds exactly like that. Don't judge us.
And don't fact check us.
Please don't. At any rate, it's been a fun game, storyboard game. This adventure of a single dad.
Garcon McGinnis.
Garcon McGinnis, as he is quite the guy, and has a teenage daughter, and they move to this new town, and hijinks ensue.
Yes. Chaos, but controlled.
Controlled chaos.
Yeah.
But the storyboards are great, and we might be running out of voices to do all the characters.
I know, right?
But,
because of the rules we set.
The rules we set, exactly.
You have to watch to understand.
Yeah, for sure. Some of the voices are crazy, so I've actually been racking my brain lately of like practicing some other voices.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But,
yes.
At any rate, we're having fun with it. I hope you guys are having fun with it. We've had some good engagement lately on it and people making comments, so we always appreciate that.
Yes.
But anyway, any rate, make sure you hit that up. And so on with the show, the Mark Mo show, as it were. Each week we always open up with a little dialogue about this, that, and the other. And this week I just thought there were some things said by people quote unquote in power, and they were just silly and stupid. And I thought, wow, I wonder if this is just so much this administration and these people, or if crazy stupid shit has been said by these people for a long time. And you can find it. You can definitely find it. Maybe not with the frequency, for sure, but you can definitely find it. So, you know,
and it's one of those things too where it's so clear whether you're judging based on intelligence or education in general.
Yeah.
It begs the question, how did these people ever get in power, some of them?
Yeah.
It's disturbing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
And there's no question, right, that the U.S. has a bad president. I think most of us would agree with that. Recent polls indicate he's probably the worst of all time. I've seen some polls. Seen a couple two tree. And
I've seen the polls. Fake news media.
Fake news. We've got 80% approval.
All I did was blow up hundreds of schoolgirls and start a Twitter war with the Pope. I don't know why people don't like me.
Oopsie.
Oops.
Yeah. So there's no doubt, right? A bad president always going to find a way to embarrass himself. Heck, even the best presidents find ways to embarrass themselves. So think about it. So like George W., tale two presidencies, right? The first part was like, yay, I'm great, and 9/11 happened, and yeah, I'm going to be this great leader. And then second part happened, and it was like, yeah, everybody's going to lose their homes.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's like, you started out pretty good, things got a lot worse. Would I still want to go to a barbecue and have a beer with him? Yeah, I think the dude is like crazy and just like he should have never been president.
Right.
Just like
he should have just stayed a goofball.
He should have just stayed a goofball. Yeah, no doubt about it. So in this, Aiden and I have said this quote of his numerous times.
It's in a J. Cole song.
Is it really?
It's 100% in a J. Cole song.
No.
He like cuts away. I'm sorry to interject here.
No, do
but
it.
It's in a J. Cole song.
Okay.
Where he... Oh, man, what is it called?
Which, sadly, we can't play because we don't want to copyright strike. However...
No Role Models.
No Role Models.
Is the name of the song.
Okay.
And right in the middle of the song, he cuts away during a bridge, I believe. And it's this quote that George W. says that I'm sure you will perform fantastically.
There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee. Says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, can't get fooled again.
Fool me twice, you can't get fooled again.
You can't get fooled again. It's so crazy.
It's like, George, brother, that's not it.
But
I love the spirit.
Right. But then you had Daddy Bush, who was also president, and he had this one quote. He had a couple of really good ones. 1,000 points of light. I mean, he always had like that. So he had one that was like, for 7.5 years, I worked alongside President Reagan. We had triumphs. We made some mistakes. We've had some setbacks. Hey.
Have you now, HW?
Hey, I've heard they've both gone to Bohemian Grove, so that is a possibility. There's no question. But setbacks, apparently,
yes,
is what we all knew. That's
secondarily, they've had some setbacks.
Yeah. So even old Slick Willie Clinton, right?
Makes you wonder where W got it from.
Oh yeah, it's learned behavior for sure. It just figures like the smartest of all the Bush people is named Jeb.
And even he's a little cock.
And yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's like, is he smarter? Yes. Is he bilingual, which is kind of cool? Yes. Other than that, nah, same Bush.
He's a little chode-ster.
Still a little chode-ster. But even Slick Willie Clinton, it depends on what the meaning of the word is. What are you talking about, dude? Step out front, be like, yeah, I slept with that intern. You proud of me? I mean, just own it.
Our current president is an actual pedophile.
Right.
So, like, it begs the question, we impeached this dude for getting a BJ in the Oval Office.
By someone of age.
By someone of age, consensually.
Yeah.
And then we can't even impeach an actual pedophile.
Isn't that crazy?
Where commander-in-chief that is a pedophile.
Where are we at? Where the F are we at? Now, I could probably do an entire 2 hours on the dumb shit that Trump has said. Kofifi. But
Kofefe was one of the funniest things.
that's right. I don't know if somebody has opened a coffee company called Kofifi, but if you haven't done it yet, I would do it.
It's an idea.
It's an idea for sure. But anyway, I could easily do 2 hours on Trump, right? But one thing is pretty consistent amongst all substandard presidents is they usually hire a gaggle of dumb shits. Or what I like to call useful idiots.
Right. You need a fall guy. It's like, I can't believe Chodington McChadster posted this on my social media. He's now been fired.
Right, exactly. So, Daddy Bush, H.W. Bush, had maybe the worst vice president of all time. Oh, okay. Second worst.
Yeah.
Vice president of all time. At least the guy didn't have sex with the couch.
Right.
However, check this out. Dan Quayle, formerly of the state of Indiana, that's where we broadcast from.
You didn't have to dig us like that.
True. We're actually in Chicagoland.
Yes, exactly.
Chicagoland.
Yeah, Lake and Porter, we can dissolve into our own part of Chicagoland.
We really can. We're Central Time Zone. Just accept us as one of your own,
right.
Chicago. I mean, let's
Please.
be honest. We all work there anyway. At any rate, Dan Quayle said this. And I can't do an imitation of Dan Quayle because he sounds like every other Hoosier. What a waste it is to lose one's mind, or not to have a mind, is being very wasteful. How true is that?
Wow. My man thought he was being profound and found a way to say nothing while still wasting oxygen.
Uh-huh.
What a skill.
Oh, yeah.
Although I have noticed that is something that these useful idiots / politicians, in heavy air quotes, tend to do, is to say nothing but take a while doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But still, all in all, well, let's examine one more, because this guy had a lot. He also said the Holocaust was an obscene period in our nation's history. I mean, in this century's history. But we all lived in this century. I didn't live in this century.
Dude, if you submitted that paragraph to an English teacher, you'd get a D-.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yes, what you submitted was in English, but there's so many marks you can make there.
It's not great.
No, it's not great.
It's not great.
Understatement of the century. It's not great.
Yeah. So anyway, Trump's useful idiots really take the cake. So let's hear from some of the dumbest assholes to ever hold a government job in Washington, D.C. On a Meet the Press, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Trump was running Venezuela. Realizing he was a dumb shit, he tried walking it back, said he meant U.S. foreign policy towards Venezuela. Oopsie.
Oh, shucks.
I think it was a Freudian slip is what it was.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, Marky Mark and the Rubio bunch. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
What would Daddy Trump think?
Oh, yeah. And he had a lot of other ones, too. But we're seeing as we're not going to have an 8-hour show, we'll keep it sweet and simple and to the point. Former Secretary of State and dog killer Kristi Noem said habeas corpus is a constitutional right the president has to deport people.
Jesus fuck. Wow.
Straight up, she's running Homeland, and that's what she's saying.
Was running Homeland.
I'm sorry, was
I believe.
Homeland. Yeah, so she wasn't Secretary of State. She was running Homeland.
Yeah.
That's what she was doing. Yeah. So,
Classic. Honestly, it just provides the confidence in the government that everyone should have.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we have really, really competent people.
Yeah, I feel like they got this, right? You just see them get on the TV. It's like, they got this.
The best people.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, FBI director and googly eyes world champion Kash Patel went on a rant several years about the use of government planes for personal use. Once appointed, he had used his government planes and resources to take his girlfriend on dates in Tennessee and hang out with the men's Olympic team in Italy.
Very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Very interesting. Rules for thee, you know?
The Trump Treasury Secretary and dollar store assistant manager Scott Bessent mistakenly referred to the Strait of Hormuz as the Straits of Vermouth during a press
you're
briefing.
telling me blood's got booze on the mind?
Oh yeah, oh my God! Well, speaking of that FBI director, they had to break into his office because he was too drunk to get out.
Right.
That's
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, the Straits of... I want to go to the Straits of Vermouth. How do we get there?
Yes, please.
During a press briefing Wednesday, leading to memes mocking the gaffe as another cabinet member accused of excessive drinking.
Jesus Christ. Another one. Add Pete Kegsbreath to that. Cash Patel.
I mean, if like one of the prerequisites for these jobs are you got to be able to pound it, hire me. Let's go.
You've got all these fucking 40 and 50-year-old frat boys who peaked in middle school running the government and just like getting wasted as fuck with the U.S. Olympic hockey team. What are we doing, guys?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if really all you have to do is be drunk, I'd just be like, hello, everybody. I'm Secretary of something. I just want to know. I have an iPad and an iPhone. So did Apple create Iran? Can we just reboot it? Can we just reboot the country?
Someone get me Tim Apple right now.
Say, hey, buddy, Apple boy. So get on the out of your orchard and reboot Iran. Look, Iraq, we understand Iraq is just it needs an update. We got to do that. Stuff.
Thank you, Tim Apple.
Thank you, Tim Apple. But I mean, Jesus Christ.
And also, the President of the United States accidentally calling it the Strait of Iran, which did happen. You can find that.
And lately he's been saying praise Allah in all of his posts.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he thinks he's trolling, but he just sounds stupid.
Yeah. Interessante.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Evangelical Christian's been real quiet recently.
Yeah, they should be. He's, what is he? He's Hospital Jesus now or something? I don't know. It's so stupid. Speaking of drinking, head of Department of Defense, War, and fraternity brother most likely to boot and rally, Pete Hegseth.
I think you meant Pete Kegsbreath.
Pete Kegsbreath. I love that. Meant to invoke Holy Scripture in discussing the rescue mission of an American fighter pilot.
I just heard about this too.
Stranded in Iran, which once again needs a reboot. But he actually quoted Quentin Tarantino. He led a prayer and said, "The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of the camaraderie and duty, shepherds the lost through the valley of darkness, for he is truly a brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother. And you will know my call sign is Sandy 1 when I lay my vengeance upon thee. Amen." What an asshole.
First of all, Kegsbreath probably didn't even know he was quoting Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, no. He had no idea.
He had no clue. He was just looking up fancy war quotes from the Bible, and then and then Samuel L. from the Quentin Tarantino movie was just like, yeah, this will work. Surely I can say this in front of a bunch of Christians.
Oh, for sure. Oh, there's no doubt. And last but certainly not least, Vice President J.D. Vance. America's number 2 certainly seems to number 2 out of his mouth quite often. In 2022, Vance said, "I got to be honest with you. I really don't care what happens to Ukraine one way or another."
Classy.
What?
Old JD being classy, just as always. This dude is a classroom bully that never had his revenge. Someone that just socked him right in the mouth.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And in front of President Zelensky of Ukraine, our little furniture fucker said, "Have you said thank you once?"
What a dick.
What a dick.
What a loser. I mean, this dude is literally... I don't know how the fuck there are people saying, oh, yeah, JD is going to win 2028. Dude can't even win over the people that voted for Trump.
There's
He's
no way.
So unpopular.
There's no way. He's a
such
dipshit.
a fucking loser.
He is a grade A dipshit. How the hell is he going to win anything? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, we need a regime change in the United States of Mother Russia or what?
Yeah, no kidding.
Man, it's time to send these idiots home.
United States of Epstein, more like.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, for sure. But yeah, it's just, it blew my mind, and that's like, I just kept hearing all these crazy quotes. I'm like, I can't believe this shit is coming out of people's mouths. Does this happen as often as I think it does? I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. You literally could log on, well, not that anyone out there actually has an account, well, not anyone with functioning brain cells, but you could go on to Truth Social and just look through the posts of the President of the United States.
Yeah.
And make an entire show out of that, of how absurd. Like, the fucking Onion, SNL wouldn't do something that bold and insane because it's not believable, right?
Right.
And yet that's coming out of the president's fucking mouth.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like the Onion. What does the Onion write about now?
Right.
Because it's like, okay, like what we're writing about is actual news now.
It's going to come full circle where the Onion is going to start posting things like, normal politician passes normal bill.
Right, exactly.
It's like,
right.
Onion, you're so silly.
You're so silly. That's so funny.
That would never happen.
Right, exactly. So yeah, man, it's just, it's a sad state. It is a sad state of affairs, but I don't know. I'd like to say things will get better, but yeah, I don't know.
And I've heard reports that the AI bubble is expanding far enough it's starting to pop.
Oh yeah.
I've heard other types of shit where it's like a lot of people are predicting it's going to get worse before it gets better. But
oh yeah.
Strap in if you can, and we'll ride this thing. And if the wheels fall off, wasn't our fault.
No, and people are already starting to rebel a little bit against big corporate.
Oh yeah.
And it's not been in the news that often, but you can go on Reddit or YouTube and find it, and people have been like setting fire to things in big warehouses and burning down warehouses and all that shit. And it's just a matter of time before they start like blowing up all these AI tech buildings because they're just like, nope.
Yeah. Had enough.
Yeah. Somebody actually took a video. Not that there's much to look at in the video. It's like a big transformer on a side of a building, but literally just so you could listen to the noise emanating from the data center. It's so loud.
Yeah.
It's so loud, and whoever was taking it says, yep, I just live up the road, and I love in the springtime to have my windows open, and he's like, now we have to keep them closed.
Yeah. Yeah. They're polluting the soil. They're polluting the water. They're putting off heat pollution.
Yes.
They're putting off light pollution.
Yeah.
And they're not job creators. There's so many, and as much as I love unions, and I am a union member myself, there's so many dumb fucking idiots in these unions that not only vote for these righties that are clearly anti-union.
They're anti, yeah.
But they're for building these data centers because they provide temporary jobs. My man, it is fucking temporary.
Yeah.
You're going to build something for 9 months, and then you're out of a job again.
Here's the thing, and this is where this is a problem, okay? And I know we're going off the highway here, but hey, we do that. If you listen to us, you know we do this. Anyway, the economy, while not great, is still in a growth mode, okay?
Which is mind-blowing.
So the U.S. economy is technically still in a growth mode by all metrics, and unemployment went up. Rarely, if ever, in the history of this country has that ever happened at the same time.
Yeah, because
where the economy is growing and unemployment is growing at the same time.
Because there's 10 tech companies giving money to each other, artificially inflating these stocks when every working American knows what is happening is a recession.
Yeah. And there are jobs that are no longer needed.
Right.
You know, so am I grateful for my new one? Yes. Do I think AI could do what I do in this particular position? I don't. So I'm grateful.
Right.
However, there are a lot of jobs out there, middle management jobs, even jobs, union jobs, even they thought that they were safe. They're not so safe anymore.
Yeah.
You have more self-driving vehicles. At what point do you have all these self-driving trucks? that just go from A to B.
Right.
And just deliver shit. You know, and you have these big warehouses where all the equipment is just automated. It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem. So, anyway, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back at you with Carpe Diem. All right, we're back, everybody, with Carpe Diem. You fine, beautiful people send us DMs, and we read them on the air. And if you got a question, we could.
We could answer it.
Many times we do.
We're capable of doing so.
We are, really. It just takes a little influence.
A little effort on the part of the asker.
I think that's fair. So they might be like, pretty please. And we'll be like, maybe.
And then they'll be like, what if I have something for you? We might respond, do tell.
It's called greasing the wheels.
Exactly.
That's what you want to do. So you might be like, here's $1. And that just gets us to listen to you.
Exactly.
And like $10, all right. Now you're in the ballpark.
It's about as much as a gallon gas is these days.
Right. So you gotta grease a little more. And then we'll go, oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a question?
Yeah. A couple Benjis really got my ears turned on.
It really did.
That's crazy.
It really did, yeah. So for you fine people, we might have an answer for you.
Damn right.
And this week, I have a few here. My first one is from @Fluffernutter. And says, that is right. I said it. I like marshmallow on my peanut butter sandwich. You guys eat any weird shit?
I mean, marshmallow on a peanut butter sandwich, like that marshmallow fluff spread, right?
Yep.
That kind of sounds baller as hell.
Sure.
That sounds righteous. Like if you were to put peanut butter on a s'more, I can totally see that. Right? It's like same idea, same vibe. So I totally get that. I don't think that's that weird.
I really don't think so. Now, based on the creation of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, is it plausible that you can make a piece of toast and put peanut butter on it and drizzle Hershey's syrup on top of that?
I can see that, too. It's just like the poor man's Nutella, right?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, that's more hazelnut, but still.
Sure. I get that.
It's kind of same-ish.
Yeah. I remember when I was a wee lad, and I needed my sugar fix.
Yeah.
You can melt chocolate chips into peanut butter and then spread the chocolate peanut butter onto toast. So it's the same idea.
Yeah.
But instead of like that corn syrup Hershey's, it's just like chocolate chips and peanut butter. So I totally get that. As far as weird I don't think marshmallow and peanut butter is that weird. Honestly. I don't think that's that far-fetched. Do I eat any weird things? There are a couple pizzas I've tried, where it's like pizza crust and it's red sauce and it's cheese, and that's all normal. But then on the top you do like caramelized onions, Brussels sprouts, and balsamic vinegar reduction.
Okay.
And to anyone that's not a fan of Brussels sprouts or balsamic, that could sound gross, but I'm here to tell you, it tastes amazing. It is remarkable. I in my adult life, I have fully come around to enjoying Brussels sprouts and balsamic and things of that nature. And it's damn good. Mm-hmm. It's damn good. And I've even come around to, maybe to a degree, enjoying pizzas with white sauce more than red sauce. Whether it's a queso or an Alfredo, especially like pizzas where it's like the crust, Alfredo sauce, cheese, grilled chicken, barbecue on the top.
Spinach, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's baller.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's not mainstream for some reason. I'm like, this could be better than pizza that people regularly eat.
Like regular pizza, yeah. I agree with that. I don't have too many odd things other than the fact that, like, before you go shopping and things are a little scarce in the fridge, and you play your home edition of Chopped.
Yeah.
And you just start throwing a bunch of shit together, and you're like, wow, that wasn't half bad. Like, I couldn't remember anything off the top of my head, but it's just like throwing shit together and just seeing what sticks. Actor Jeff Daniels was on Colbert, and
Colbert's great.
Colbert asked him what his favorite sandwich was. And it's a sandwich of his own creation, where Jeff Daniels says he takes a piece of pita bread,
okay,
open-faced, and half of the pita bread is a thick layer of creamy peanut butter.
Okay.
On top of the creamy peanut butter, he crunches up Ruffles cheddar and sour cream chips and puts it on the peanut butter.
Really?
Then he takes his favorite barbecue sauce and drizzles it on top of the potato chips, folds it and eats it.
That's
and
wild.
I have seen influencers try it based on that, and they all go, "I don't know why this works, but it does."
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand, like, I've had, like, Thai peanut noodles where peanut butter-esque flavors are savory instead of sweet like we're
Yes.
typically used to. So I get it, but then with peanut, you were including things like onion and sour cream and barbecue, and that's something... it's something I haven't tried, so I'm not sure how well I could comment on it. But in theory, I can't picture it.
No, I can't. But apparently people say it works, so we may have to try it someday.
Could be an idea.
May have to try it someday. Maybe right on this very show. We might have
Who's
to
to
do
say?
it. The Jeff Daniels
Yeah,
Challenge.
Jeff Daniels.
All right, next one. Mr. Atheist 123. Someone explain Easter to me. Okay, Christmas is just happy birthday. I get that. Days worshiping saints, weird, but I get it. But a guy gets murdered in public for being a good dude and only a hooker friend shows up for him. Then they chuck his ass in a cave and poof, 3 days later he checks out of the Rockington Inn. And to celebrate his disappearing act, they paint eggs laid by a chicken but delivered by a human-sized rabbit and a basket filled with fake grass. Help.
You know, not only did you spell it out, you've answered your own question.
I think so.
You've answered your own question. It was never meant to be sensical. And I'm sure there's ultra righty Christian evangelicals out there like, well, it's not what it was meant to be. It's Jesus' second coming. Blah, blah, blah. Brother, I know your whole fairy tale book and your little cult book club is very important to you. And as long as you keep it out of my life and the lives of our children of the nation, I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you don't do those two things.
Right.
You never do those two things. So what I have to say to those individuals is when you get people like Mr. Atheist 123 asking questions, I think it's fair. Mm-hmm. I think it's fair. It's fucking nonsensical. It's sci-fi. It's sci-fi. It's historical fiction if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking sci-fi book where people get reincarnated or come back to life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's it. It's a book, and then we make these crazy celebrations about it of big bunnies laying eggs for children that have chocolate in the middle.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know if it was ever meant to be sensical.
It isn't. It isn't at all. It's pretty crazy, actually. No, wait. He pretty much has his pulse on it, though.
Yeah. Paid enough attention to have kind of answered his own question.
Yeah. He
In a
really
way.
did. Next one, Zarbem Smith. I know. Right? Weird name. It was some family name on my mom's side. Thank God my friends just call me Z. What is the craziest names you've ever heard of?
Zarbem is kind of baller.
Kind of like it.
My man Zarby.
Like, if I were you, I would get I'd get a flying carpet and a turban and just pull some Aladdin shit and just fly around and be like, yeah, I'm Zarbem.
I am Zarbam Smith.
Obey me.
Obey. I was like, okay, Zarbam. No, I hear you, bro.
Did you hear his name? Zarbem.
I've heard of baby names like Xenon, like
Ooh.
Xenon.
Like the
the
noble
element.
gas or element,
Yeah,
whatever.
the
right?
element.
Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Like atypical names I always find very, very neat. And it's not like those real cracker ones where it's like Ashley, but spelled with an Leigh.
Oh, right.
That's dumb. Okay? Ashley, that's dumb. I don't like that. And any parent that names their kid that probably loves their AR-15 more than their child. So I like names like Zarbem or Xenon or like Xavier. It's just
different.
It feels powerful.
It does feel
different.
different.
It's like so cool. Like I am Xavier.
Yeah.
It's like, you're damn right you are.
Heck yeah.
Own that. I'm Zarbem. Zarbem Smith.
I dig that.
Zarbem Smith of Valparaiso.
I like it.
I think own it. I mean,
Yeah.
If your friends call you Z and you like that, that's great. I would recommend to you own Zarbem, because
Yeah.
at least you're not Ashley.
Yeah. There's a woman out there somewhere in this universe who was born in the very early 90s. And I know this because a nurse working in the paternity ward told me this story without breaking HIPAA, so gotta say that.
Yeah, exactly. In hypotheticals.
In hypothetical. And so apparently the woman giving birth did not make it into the birthing room. She was in the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. So she's in the bathroom. This baby's coming.
Oh, you have told me this story. That's right. Oh, no.
The last name is Jackson. The first name is Toiletta.
Jesus Christ.
She's born on the crapper. Thank God her name wasn't Crapper.
Toiletta Jackson.
Toiletta.
Zarbem, you can take that to the heart. You're not Toiletta.
You're not Toiletta, my guy.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to go by, like, Letty, right?
God, I hope so. Or Toy.
Toy.
Because I've heard girls called Toy.
Yeah. Toy or Letty. You can't go by, like, full legal name, Toiletta Jackson. I'm sorry, that sounds like a created character I made in WWE 13, man. I'm sorry.
Like she tags with Gamer Kid Tim. Oh, that's bad. That's
Jesus.
terrible. Yeah, I agree. My last one is from @StonerStanley420. Where you go, Momo and Alan? I look for show and no show happens. Did you make a mistake or some kind of mistake? Are you lost? I know a guy. Love you.
I love you too, Stan. Yeah, we made a mistake and some kind of mistake as well. The mistake was working at a company that doesn't give enough sick days, where people show up to work sick and then get one of the co-hosts of the Mo Show sick. So, yes, a mistake was made, and some kind of mistake was made. So, we're not lost. I'm glad you know a guy, but unnecessary, thank you.
Yeah, much appreciated, though.
Yeah, big ups, dog.
What do you have for yours?
I got a DM here from a man named Charles Bucket.
Oh, okay.
He's saying, have you noticed food quality going downhill over the last 10 years? What's going on?
Yes, 100%.
Like no question. And I don't know if we've done a show. It's an idea. I don't know if we've done a show fully on the enshittification of every consumer good over the last decade, but it's real. It's very real. It's quantifiably fucked.
Yeah, quality and quantity.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. Everything's getting smaller and more expensive and tastes worse.
It's fun-sized.
Yeah. Fun-sized except on your wallet.
Yeah.
I 100% get that. And that's why I've become such... I don't want to say advocate because I'm not paid to be an advocate, but I've become a recommender of stores like Aldi or Trader Joe's, where you can just walk in and you get what you need and you leave, and there's no major brands there that you're being upcharged for. You're not walking around a 150,000 square foot warehouse of a store.
True.
I mean, you've got like 5 aisles. Aldi is comprised of like 5 aisles max.
Yeah.
And everything you need is in those 5 aisles.
Pretty much. Yeah,
So
I would agree.
I just don't understand why anyone chooses to shop at places like Target or Walmart, because it's foul. It's foul. You're being charged $7 for a fucking box of cereal these days, man.
It's dumb.
It's dumb.
It's dumb.
I can walk into Aldi and buy a box of that same fucking cereal with a generic brand label on it for $2.50.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't do it. Like, I'll go down the aisles, and it's funny because there's a local store that I go to that's my store. It's closest to my home. And across the road is an Aldi's. But I usually go into my other store, and when I go in there, they're like, oh, 3-day sale, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, they usually have some good sales. Now, this may be a little bit off topic, but there are a lot of people that live alone.
Sure.
Okay? They might be senior citizens. They might just be people that are divorced, whatever the case might be. But there's people who live alone. Your deals suck. Your deals are for families. Okay? I'm not going to go in and get a great price on soda if I buy fucking 5 of them.
Right.
Where am I going to put them? Why do I want to stack up 5 in my place? You know, why do I need, you get these great deals to mix and match for 5 and all this stuff. But I don't want the other 4 things. I just want the one thing.
What the fuck am I going to do with 5
So now
cases?
I got to buy 5 boxes of Cheez-Its?
Right.
Where am I keeping them? So, grocery store people, let me just throw one thing out there at you. Have deals that make sense for people that live alone.
It's anti-consumer. It's anti-consumer.
It's totally anti-consumer.
In not only the shitification, but the shrinkflation and the quote-unquote deal pricing is, you have to stock up in order to get the deal. It's like, where am I going to put 5 cases of soda? Where am I going to put... Why do I need 6 boxes of chicken and a biscuit crackers? Let me get one for the deal price.
Right. You're sitting there and your freeze is filled with frozen pizzas because you tried to get the damn deal. It's like, what are you doing?
Walmart's a fucking $1 trillion company.
Yeah.
Why are we still price gouging?
Yeah. If your pizza's $3.29, have a pizza be $3.29.
Right.
I will buy it.
Right.
Yeah, that's
a very real.
It's a real thing, and I'm irritated. And I mentioned it to a manager last week. I'm like, hey, how come your sales suck for single people? Oh, what do you mean by that? I'm like, so I explained exactly what I just explained. I'm like, okay, I have a 1-bedroom apartment. Where am I keeping 5 cases of soda?
Yeah.
Where am I keeping 5 boxes of Cheez-Its?
Right.
I'm like, have a good sale. Have a sale on something.
Right. An item.
An item. I come in, buy an item, and leave with it.
Right.
I'm a single person. I want a box of cereal.
Right.
I don't want 5 of them.
Yeah. By
the time I get to the second one, the third, fourth, and fifth, they're already
stale.
Going stale.
Yeah.
Like, why am I doing this? It's already bad enough with the fruits and vegetables that you get.
Right.
Or bread. That's a big scam. Because you go and you buy the bread from the store, and you bring it home, and 2 days later they start getting green spots on them. You're like, what the F is going on?
Right.
It's a scam.
Yeah. That it is. I got another DM here from Evil Genie checking in again.
What's up, Evil Genie?
Quote, for the entertainment of the disturbed elite, they offer you $2,000 to bathe in goat's milk in front of a live audience. Do you take the part?
Bathe in goat's milk. What am I getting paid for it?
$2,000.
To bathe in goat's milk.
In front of a live audience.
One time.
One time. That's what I gleaned from this message.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's, especially for an untrained actor to get a part paying $2,000 for what? How long do I bathe or shower for? 10, 15
Can't be
minutes?
that long.
Max?
Yeah, would it be less than that even, probably?
The question is, do they want me to use soap and, like, get in crevasses in the goat's milk?
That's fair. Well, goat's milk's already getting in places.
Yeah. So it's like, how much of the part do I have to play? I'm with you. I think I'll take the money because it's an afternoon, and then I'll get out of the goat's milk and go home and actually shower. But, like, I have shame as a human being. I have self-awareness. But at the same time, $2,000 for less than half of an hour of uncomfort?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'll take it. I don't care where the goat's milk goes.
Oh, yeah.
It almost begs the question, not to give Evil Genie any ideas, but it's like, would you take a goat's milk enema for $2,000?
Yeah.
Even then, I'd be like, well, sure.
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 Yeah.
Because an enema is even shorter than a full bath, right?
That's true, yeah.
It just goes in and what, you shit it back out, maybe?
Pretty much.
I actually don't know how enemas work, but that sounds right.
It comes back out, but you're not shitting it. It just comes on its own whether you want it to or not.
Well, goat's milk it is.
Surprise!
I'll take $2,000.
Yeah. I would take the $2,000 for sure.
The chances of me personally knowing anybody in that live audience, I mean, slim to none, right? And then, like, is it being filmed, I guess, would be my next question.
Right. Where they're like, look at that guy bathing in goat's milk.
Right. But then again, I haven't signed any contracts. I still have the rights to my own name, image, and likeness.
Exactly.
So I think I'll take it.
I would too. And to be fair, it could be any milk because I am the goat.
Oh!
So immediately when I step in, it's already the goat's
It's the
milk.
goat's milk. Possessive. Yep. The goat's milk.
The goat's milk.
I like that.
Indeed.
I like that. Last DM I got here is from our old boy, Crippy Grew, asking, would you rather be able to speak every language or be able to speak to animals?
Ooh. That's a good question.
I like the application of being able to speak every language because that is so remarkably useful. It makes world travel a breeze. It makes getting a job kind of anywhere a breeze. You could fucking sign up for the CIA and just be like, hey, I speak every language. Mm-hmm. It's like, here's $200,000 a year. Okay, cool. But being able to
sit in a room for $200,000 and listen to phone calls.
Right. But then, like, there's something whimsical and ethereal about being able to talk to animals, right? It's like, what's my dog really thinking? Does he just look at me and be like, big man, please give me pets? Or is there something deeper going on?
Right.
Of like, yes, I would like to play with the toy, but maybe I'm thinking about food. Right. Maybe I'd like to go outside and pee on a tree real fast.
I have to take a massive shit. Why is he ignoring me?
Yeah, right.
Please let me out the door.
I've looked at the door 3 times now. He doesn't know what I'm thinking.
I'm about to deposit this on the kitchen floor. It'd be great if he let me out.
So to me, this question is practicality versus whimsy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
In a way. Which way are you leaning?
I'm leaning being able to speak all languages to people, primarily because I started this new job and I have a room full of receptionists and they're all bilingual. And we probably get 33% callers that are Spanish speaking.
Sure.
And so they had asked me if I spoke Spanish. And I said, poquito, just very little.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh. And I said, like, one other word. Like, your pronunciation's very good. I'm like, oh, I can hella speak it, like, when I can speak it.
Sure.
I said, 8 years of it. I remember almost none of it. That's just our American education system.
Yes.
Because you use it or lose it, and I lost it. So would I love that ability, like, for them to be having a conversation and for me to be able to understand it? I'd love it.
Yeah. Like, I'm with you. I love the idea of the whimsy and the ethereal nature of being able to talk to animals. But there's something so practical about being able to speak to any human being in their mother tongue. Right. And the amount of respect and appreciation that comes with doing something like that is massive.
Yeah.
And the amount of months I've spent on Duolingo learning the basics of Spanish, it's very different, like, having the ability to like do base level things like where's the bathroom, how do I pay my tab, can I get a reservation for a table, versus like being able to have a conversation and be like, what do you think about the world? What are your core values and your morals? Right. It's so different, and I would love the ability to do that. So I'm with you. I think
for sure.
I think speaking human language is so much more applicable in daily
because
life.
I thought once about, it was a long time ago, and all the kids were smaller, including Aiden. And we went over to this one family, and all the kids were homeschooled. And so we went and hung out with this homeschool family. This family was Syrian. The dad was Syrian, and I think the mom was Caucasian. But and so we went over there and we're hanging out, whatever. And then a bunch of his buddies came over for the call to prayer, or whatever that is, at sunset. And once that happened and they were sitting in the living room, and I'm sitting there too, all they did was speak Arabic. That's all they did. I could not understand a word.
Right.
So 2 things. Like, number one, I'm like, God, I wish I understood what the hell they were saying. Like, they could have been like, I'm going to kill all the whiteys I see. I mean, they literally could have been saying that. But in the same sense, they could have just been saying, That one tabbouleh recipe was really fantastic. Marco, could you get that to me via email? Oh, yes, I would love to.
I thought your rice dish last night needed a little more cumin in there.
A little more cumin. And that could have very well been the conversation. But it also could have been, I'm going to kill all the whiteys I see. Either way, I'm sitting there.
That's that George W. propaganda getting through your brain. That's what that is. It's very unlikely that's what they were saying.
But plausible. Plausible. I was sitting there. I felt so fucking uncomfortable. And I'm like, man, I don't speak that shit. And if I spoke a language and someone didn't understand me, I would not sit there and speak it in front of them. I would consider that rude.
I understand that.
And hey, if I want to greet my people that way or we want to do our call of prayer that way, totally fine. I understood that. But after they knelt on their little rug and then they call a prayer and the big whatever they do. And they kind of did all that. Cool. All right, that's your thing. But then afterwards, it should have been just like, hey, Mark, this is Bob and Frank. Hey, guys, what's going on? And we could have just been able to have a conversation.
When you have guests over, you make accommodations for what you have the guest over for.
Right.
Conversation.
Right.
Food. I mean, the things that human beings enjoy doing together.
Oh, yeah.
And to exclude someone you invited over is rude.
Oh, for sure.
Because it is exclusive.
Yeah. It's completely rude. And that night was already weird anyway because I just didn't know what to feel about it. Because, I just wasn't... I was tight with most other families we did homeschool stuff with, except for that one. I just wasn't very close with them, so I really didn't know them. But the guy's like, oh, I hear you're a computer guy. Yeah, could you look at my computer? Sure. So I'm looking at his computer, and I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. And I would go in a certain place, oh, don't go in there. Oh, don't go in there. I'm like, cool. All right. So now I'm already sussed out because the dude's like, don't touch that. Don't go there. Don't go here. I'm like,
how are you going to tell the IT guy not to do his job if you've requested a friend of a friend to do a job?
Right. I literally did bare minimum for him because I was just like, okay, there's just things I can't do. I'm sorry. But that was already weird. And then we had dinner, and dinner was okay. But I just felt it and it was more of a cultural thing than maybe a language thing. But even so, it was just it was odd. I felt off all night. And then Aiden went in with this kid who was about his age, but this kid has taken taekwondo and karate and
Krav Maga and
Krav Maga and a bunch of other words I can't say. So he's taking all this shit and they're going in the roughhousing. Now any boys at all boys roughhouse, I get that. But when you got a boy who's trained lethally at his age to do shit, versus Aiden, who just roughhouses.
Short for my age, by the way. I was a tiny guy.
Right. He didn't sprout up until later. And so Aiden's freaking out. This kid's got him in some fucking chokehold. And right then and there, I looked at Aiden's mother. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, we need to wrap this shit up. We hadn't even eaten yet. And I don't even think I ate much. I just sat at that table. I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. And then we finished. And then the call to prayer thing came. And I kept looking at his mother. And I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. This is not working out beautifully. And once again, some of it's cultural, but some of it was language.
Sure.
Not so much for the kids. I think the kids are very fluent. So, Aiden saying, would you please stop it, let go, should have been enough, but the little psychopath didn't... I don't mince my words, man. Fuck it is what it is. So, little psychopath wasn't letting go. And I was hot. I was hot. I'm like, I don't know if this dad knows Krav Maga or what, but I know Southside Beatdown, and dude's about to get fucked.
Yeah.
So I was hot. I know my face was red because I felt hot. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to take some people out of this house. This is not going to end well for anyone. And then I just I tried to calm down. And we're sitting at the table, and my heart's still beating fast. Jesus Christ, I got to stab this guy with a fork. This is not going to be good. This is not going to be good for anybody. Oh, man. At least I can look back and laugh on it now. But, yeah. I mean, like I said, there's the cultural side, but there's the language. And I think knowing that they maybe were saying, I'm going to kill all the YJMtL would have been good to know. I'd at least known where they stand.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you can't
get fooled again.
Thank you, W.
Thanks, Dub. Thank you.
That was my last DM.
What a way to end it. What a way to end it. That was good. So, yeah, if you have DMs, send us our way. If you want to learn to speak another language, go for it. If it's Arabic, hit me up. I want to know some things.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're now on to the other foods. Aiden scans the globe, even Syria, scans the globe and says, wow, that doesn't look great. Actually, that looks terrible. And he finds these terrible foods. And he talks about them every week. And other food. That's true. It's not terrible. It's an other.
It's an other.
It's an other food.
Atypical.
Indeed.
If you will.
What have you found?
I found a little thing called Mojo Joy.
Mojo Joy?
Mojo Joy. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know if the J's are pronounced J or H or Y.
No, it looks like Mojo Joy.
Could be Moyoyoy. Could be Mohohoi. I think it's Mojo Joy. The name of larvae of different palm weevils found in Ecuador and the Amazon region. In Peru, it's known as sori. The flavor, they're talking about flavor before they even get to the fact it's
flavor profile of a larvae.
It's a fucking bug.
Yeah.
The flavor has different descriptions, including resembling the taste of hazelnut or butter. And all this information comes from Wikipedia, so it has been crowdsourced as accurate.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
It is considered a sustainable food source, which I like. I like the idea of sustainable food sources.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact of eating larvae is maybe not something in my flavor palette.
To be fair.
Quote, it can be eaten alive or prepared by different methods of cooking. Most commonly, they are roasted or fried, could be grilled on a skewer or stuffed. Oh. The larvae, mind you, could be stuffed with beef, chicken, or fish. Which I didn't think you could do, but you can. Quote, to eat raw, the head, pincers, and intestines are removed, and then the contents are sucked out.
What?
Like eating an oyster.
No, dude.
Yummy.
Yikes.
Can be compared to the antichudo style, which is grilling after marination, of course. Chicharrón de suri is a dish where the grubs are seasoned with salt and garlic and fried with green plantains.
Everything sounds great except for the larvae.
Except for the larvae part. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But, I wanted to bring that one up. It's kind of a short and sweet one. Because, first of all, Mojo Joy sounds crazy.
Oh, no doubt.
As a word to pronounce, it sounds crazy. But then also, like, the fact of these... And if you look up a picture of Mojo Joy, of course, we're doing an audio show, so you at home will have to look this up.
You'll have to look that up.
On your own volition. But they look like massive fucking grubs. I mean, you're talking the size of a grown man's thumb. Grown man's thumb
Yikes.
Is the size of this larvae, which makes sense how they can stuff it with beef. And it just... I don't know if it's going to color me as uncultured or unseasoned in the insect cuisine, but that couldn't be for me. It just couldn't be for me. I'm sorry. As much as I love, like, cricket protein, that is also sustainable, and it doesn't have a flavor. You can put it on fucking tortilla chips, and it just tastes like a Dorito.
Yeah.
But there's something about the appearance of grubs I can't do.
Yeah.
It's like the devil's skewer stick of Nast.
Yeah.
You know? So Mojo Joy, not for me, but for those that enjoy it, bless your souls. It is indeed sustainable.
No shit.
And they're also pests to palm trees. So not only is it sustainable, but they're also doing a service to palm trees.
Right, because they're fucking them up.
And bless anyone that eats those. Because you're doing a service, and I'm sorry, I cannot participate.
No, I appreciate you taking one for the team down there, guys. But
Mojo Joe enjoyers, hit us up in the comments.
Yeah, no. No.
Not for me, but bless your soul.
Yikes. Larvae. It's what's for dinner. Okay. That's great. We're going to finish up for our next break with the Frozen Guy review. This one was a little bit different in that it wasn't a lot of these pre-prepared, broccoli and pasta and cheese and blah, 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 blah. And this was a chunk of lasagna. And
Ooh, okay.
There's a company called Rao, I guess, RAO''S, and they do a couple of different frozen dishes, and one of them is a lasagna. So the lasagna was good. I thought it was let's be honest, it's Italian cake, right? I mean, it's a savory cake. Is essentially what it is.
Layered.
Yeah, very much so.
Exactly.
And so lasagna is often filling. It definitely fit the bill, especially if you're talking a light dinner or a lunch or something like that. Definitely took care of it. I thought the pasta sauce was good. And the thing about Rao is they do have pasta. They do pasta sauce.
Yes, their forte.
That's their forte. So you had to know that was probably going to be pretty good. And it was. The consistency of the lasagna was also good. The cheese...
So the noodles stayed?
They did.
Nice.
They did.
That's good.
That was what I was worried about because I'm like, a lasagna is so thick and so dense that is the outside of the lasagna going to be done and the middle still frozen?
Right, and the noodles are so imperative to the structure of the dish.
Yes.
That you can't have them go soggy.
No, you can't have them go soggy to the point where everything just starts sliding around that little dish and now all of a sudden you just have
now it's just
chunks of pasta.
Right.
Which you just could have had anyway.
Then it's just a failed fettuccine.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, the noodles weren't mushy, and I don't eat a lot of regular lasagna. Like, don't get me wrong, if somebody makes it, I definitely will not turn it down. I do like lasagna. I think there's just a lot of labor that goes into it to make it if you're going to do a homemade lasagna, which is why I never do it.
Sure.
But I've had homemade lasagna, and this was pretty close.
That's important.
This was in the ballpark, yeah. So I have to give it its props. Price-wise, $6-7
for what was it, a frozen or a refrigerated slice?
Frozen.
Frozen? Okay.
Yeah.
Good portion size, though?
But it was a good portion size. Like, you ate it and you were fine.
Yeah.
So is it still less than going to McDonald's and paying $12? Yep.
Yeah.
It is. You just paid half of it and you got a piece of lasagna. So, 8.5.
That's solid.
8.5 out of 10 is what I graded. I think it's a fair grade. Not quite into the 9s. But it was good. Was
it one of those lasagnas that has like ricotta cheese in between as well?
And the meat sauce and all that.
Yeah,
yep.
Salad.
Yep. So it was good. But yeah, well done.
Wonderful.
Well done. Yeah. So if you like lasagna, give it a shot.
Yeah, not sponsored, but that's the point of the Frozen Guy review. You learned something today, listeners.
That's right. The more you know.
The more you know. Dream Daddy.
Ah, shit. Bye. I mean, we'll be back. I mean, we will. We're doing. You just made the list, so I mean, we're gonna end. We're gonna come back, but we need. God damn it, we need a break. All right, time for the feature segment. Yeah, we're good. In case you were wondering,
if you were worried,
we're good.
Bueno, as they say.
I didn't have a malfunction. I was functioning properly, I think.
I don't recall the malfunction you might be talking about.
Fair enough. We're on to You Just Made the List. And today's top 10 list is distilleries. Our top 10 distilleries. So
of all time.
Of all time. We'll go 10 through 2. And our big number 1 reveal. And the only rule, no rules.
Thank God. Oh.
I know. Rules. There's always rules for everything.
Greatest news I've heard all day.
No rules, buddy.
And that's few and far between.
That's right. So, Aiden,
yes.
Let's go through your 10 through 2.
10 through 2, best distilleries, in my subjective opinion. Of course, let us know in the comments what your top 10
Absolutely.
are. Or if you just have a favorite, let us know. But I'll run my 10 through 2. Number 10, Suntory. Is a fantastic distillery. I believe it's straight out of Japan.
Yep.
And Japanese whiskey is right up there, rivaling Irish whiskey and American whiskey.
I think so, too.
Some of the greatest whiskey on the planet.
Yep.
I love Japanese whiskey. Suntory's some of the best. I really enjoy it. Number 9, The Shed Distillery.
The shit?
The Shed, S-H-E-D.
Shed.
The Shed.
Shed.
Are the distillery out of Ireland making the gunpowder whiskey. Or gunpowder gin. Rather.
I like gunpowder gin.
The gunpowder gin, which as much as I love bourbon and whiskey, gin is some of my favorite as well. Just the citrusy floral notes of this clear liquor is fantastic, and the Shed does it wonderfully. Number 8, Buffalo Trace. Straight out of the US of A. It's just wonderful.
Yeah,
fantastic bourbons.
Yep.
Number 7, Proximity Spirits.
Ooh, okay.
Most well known for their Tin Cup series. Tin Cup whiskey is good. The Tin Cup bourbon is amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
Check that out.
I believe it's a collaboration between Colorado distilleries and Indiana distilleries.
Oh, interesting.
And they come together to make these whiskeys and bourbons. And I think it's fantastic. Number 6, Woodford Reserve. I think they're fantastic.
I love Woodford.
They're a little higher on the price point. For every $7.50 you get, it's probably going to run you 35, 40 bones, but it's worth every penny.
Yeah, I agree.
It is very, very tasty. Number 5, Sazerac Company.
Their
flexibility between making just like fantastic rye whiskeys to making things like Fireball, like whether it's flavored, it's whatever they do, it's just good.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great rye whiskey, and Fireball, as much as it gets hated on, it's a great cinnamon whiskey. It's the best cinnamon whiskey I've ever tasted. Number 4, Maker's Mark Distillery. It's just goddamn good. You want to talk good bourbon, of course you're going to pay for it. So if depending if you've got a liquor cabinet or if you've just got a little freezer you keep things in, half gallon of that could run you 50 bones.
Yep.
But you're going to get 50 bones worth of good whiskey.
Fucking right.
So that's what's up. Number 3 is Diageo, which, God, I love them. They make... They're a multinational distillery company, so they got distilleries all over the world. They have their little tendrils in wine and beer and things like that. They make Tanqueray, they make Aviation, they make Johnny Walker. They recently acquired Guinness, so they make Guinness now. Diageo owns Guinness.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting.
And I think what they make is really good. And as much as I dislike multinational corporations for their brutal capitalistic properties, I think what they make is good. That's good. They're up there. And number 2, a local one, Journeyman Distillery, originally out of Michigan. They've got a distillery here in Valparaiso, Indiana as well. The gin they make is fantastic.
The gin's good.
They make a great bourbon. Their mixed drinks are amazing. Of course, I've been to the distillery, not only on opening day, but after that as well. And they've had some management troubles with their distillery here in Valparaiso, as far as the restaurant side goes.
As far as that, right, correct.
But that has nothing to do with the quality of spirits they make, which is always top-notch. And I would be remiss if they were not in my top 5, so I put them at number 2.
I love that.
I put them at number 2 because they're local, and I appreciate that and the jobs they bring to the region.
That's amazing. I do appreciate that. My number 10 is the Indiana Whiskey Company. They're based out of South Bend, and I discovered them. Actually, I think I have their sticker.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that you do.
Yep.
You got the sticker right on the Mark Moe MacBook.
So Indiana Whiskey, hit us up for a little sponsorship.
God bless your souls.
For sure.
You don't even have to pay us in money. You just pay us in bottles.
Pay us in bottles, exactly. We're just going to be eating whiskey and pizza.
Damn
that
right.
information
That sounds like a good day.
Sounds like a good day, whiskey and pizza. Anyway, I discovered them on accident. I had a job where I did a lot of inspections, so they wanted us to come in and do an inspection. They thought I might have saw a mouse, whatever. So I come out and I'm doing my inspections. And I'm like, well, I'm really not seeing a lot of evidence, but I'll tell you what, let's sign an agreement and I'll put a couple of mouse traps inside and outside, and I think you guys will be good. So we kind of came to an agreement, whatever. And it was kind of a little bit later in the day, and the one guy's like, Would you like a tasting?
Oh, don't mind if I do.
So I grab my phone. I look at the time. I'm like, yeah, we got time for this. So I sat down and he gave me a bunch of different whiskey that they made, and it was so good. It was great. And then a few other people came in, and then we were like all sitting at this bar hanging out drinking whiskey.
That's cool as shit.
One of the better days on that job for sure.
That was out of South Bend, hey?
I was out of South Bend.
That's cool as hell.
Woodford Reserve is my number 9.
Solid.
Love it. Kentucky Derby sponsors. Number 8, Journeyman. I do like the gin, as Aiden said.
Yeah.
They make good whiskey. Corsets and Whips, I think, is probably the best one they do. It's won awards. They also do this one cherry whiskey that they make Manhattans with.
Yeah, the black cherry.
That I think is very, very good. And they also, based on Valpo being, like, Orville Redenbacher was born here.
Yeah,
and so the quote-unquote popcorn business was thriving and growing.
Poppin'?
It was 6, 7,
man.
right? Anyway.
How dare you quote the dark magic to me, witch.
I did quote
I was there when it was written.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. I should not have done that. It's far beyond my
Jesus.
Far beyond my magic. At any rate, they make this popcorn whiskey, and that's really excellent too. So good job, Journeyman. Number 8 for me. Number 7, Koval. That is a Chicago whiskey brand.
Oh, fucking right. Good call on that. Good call.
Koval's really great. I like
forgot.
That.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good call.
I think next time at Binny's I'm going to pick some up because my whiskey collection is getting a bit light.
Dwindling.
I have a roommate, and she's a whiskey fan too. So
bless her soul.
And bless her soul for that. And so whiskey's starting to. We're going to have to.
Restock
the shelves. Number 6, Jack Daniels. It's the standard, and
it's a standard for a reason.
A Jack and Coke. They got a drink named after it. It's Jack and Coke, and they have this new one that she likes a lot. This blackberry Jack Daniels. That's pretty good. But they do a honey too, and the
honey one's tasty.
The honey one is good as well. Number 5, Suntory Hakushu Distillery.
There you go.
I do love Suntory. I got this little gift one year for Christmas of samples of all this more like upper tier or allocated whiskeys, and one of them was a Suntory, and it was so freaking good. I'm like, oh my god.
And that's one of the ones we tried. I think it was in season 3 or 4 of this show. We did a whiskey tasting instead of beer review.
Was it the blend?
It was the Suntory World Blend.
Mm-hmm.
It was their Japanese whiskey, American whiskey, Irish whiskey, Scotch, and Canadian whiskey. 5-in-1 blend. And I think we both enjoyed it.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah. And I thought it was fantastic. So they're just good. They're just damn good.
Yeah, I loved it very much. The number 4, Jim Beam, was one of the first distillery tours I ever took, coming back through Kentucky. And I just thought it was so cool. You come up to this big barn, and you go in there, and the gift shops and all that kind of stuff. And you can do the tour. I didn't do the official tour, but I kind of walked around or whatever. Yeah. And I like it. And I've always liked Jim Beam. It's kind of one of those, like, people think of Jack, right? Or they grab a shot of JMO, or they do, and like Jim is one of those that's just kind of, even though it's good, it's not like people don't come out and be like, I'll have a Jim.
It's like middle lower shelf.
Right, correct.
In theory, but they do, like, the 750 of Jim Beam is cheaper than what you would get from Jack or JMO or any local distillery. But it doesn't mean it's worse. It's still a totally legitimate whiskey.
It's a good whiskey.
And they make top shelf shit too.
They do.
You just have to look for the cask or like the bonded ones, and it's like they make good shit.
Yeah, they do.
They are more legit than the $11 $7.50 you might be seeing.
Right, exactly. I would agree with that. Number 3, Buffalo Trace. When I started getting into bourbon, I tried it, and that was like, this is it.
Real.
Buffalo
it's so
Trace
real.
Is so good. And I liked it a lot, and met a few bourbon drinkers and would just have that with them. Funny story, so it's my birthday, and this one guy who I used to work with, says, "Oh, we're going to take you out to a movie for your birthday." I was like, "Cool, what are we seeing?" He's like, "You'll see. It'll be great." Okay. So I go to the Portage Theater, and I'm there first. So I'm like, well, what does one do in this situation? Oh, look, they have a bar. And so I go over to the bar.
May as well.
Just have a beer, whatever. And I'm waiting. He's like, "Oh, what are you going to see?" I'm like, "I don't know. They just said they're coming and getting the tickets or whatever." And he's like, "Oh, cool, man. Well, enjoy your movie, whatever." And so they come in, and they're super excited. And they're like, "Yep, we got your ticket. We're going to get some snacks or whatever." I said, "Cool." And as it turned out, we were going to see Taylor Swift's Eras Tour.
Right, yeah.
Now, for all you fine, beautiful people, most of you know this because you've heard me speak on music, as it were. Not in my wheelhouse.
Right.
Not that I dislike Taylor Swift. I don't. I think she's good people. I think she takes care of her people. And I think her music is fun. I think her lyrics are really good. So I do appreciate things about her. And a couple of her songs are actually bangers. But all that being said, not in my wheelhouse. Not in the strike zone, as it were. And so I'm like, oh, man. And so the bartender saw that. He's like, "You weren't expecting that, were you?" I'm like, no shot. And he starts laughing. He's like, "You know what you can do?" I was like, "What's that?" "You can order a drink, and we'll bring it to you in the theater."
Oh, man.
I said, "So let me get this straight. If I'm like, hey, 15 minutes in, I need you guys to bring me a drink, you'll do it. And if I want another drink in 15 minutes, you guys will bring me another drink." He's like, "Yeah, we'll bring you every 15 minutes if you want."
That's such a treat.
And so I was like, wow.
Oh, my God.
So I said to him, "I want a double of Buffalo Trace every 15 minutes until Taylor's done singing or I pass out." And he laughed.
That's awesome.
And they did.
That's
every
so cool.
15 minutes, dude walked in. He's like, "Oh, Buffalo Trace, Buffalo Trace." And I'm like, wow. You really
That's
like
5-star service.
It was great.
Holy shit.
I loved it. It was amazing.
That's so
5
cool.
stars, would recommend.
That's so cool.
Oh, yeah. It was great. It was great.
Holy.
I was tanked.
As you should be.
Oh, yeah. Me and Taylor were singing by the end. It was great. And
shake it off.
Shake it off. Oh, I did. I shook it off all right. And then number 2 is Maker's Mark. One of my favorites.
So good.
Love it.
Very smooth. Sir, I think it's like 45%, but it's so smooth.
It is smooth.
So smooth.
Very smooth. I love the old school idea of
the wax dip.
It comes down the conveyor belt, and these older women sit at the very end of the conveyor belts, and they grab each bottle and they dip it into the wax.
Yeah.
So that wax that you see on there is like hand dipped by these women that work there. So I think it's just so cool.
Very cool.
And it's good. Like, I used to frequent this bar quite a bit, and me and one of the bartenders, that was her favorite, and so we would do a shot of Makers anytime
awesome.
I go in there. That was like our thing. But yeah, that's my number 2.
Your number 2?
My number 2. What do you got for number 1?
The number 1 greatest distillery, in my subjective opinion. Drumroll, please.
Oh, no.
The Christmas Vacation. It was meant to be a Christmas Vacation reference.
Oh, no. Oh, they're outside with the lights. Yeah.
Art is drunk as shit, and he's...
Anyway. Great, Clark.
The twinkly lights aren't twinkling, Clark.
Thanks, Art.
Number 1, Jameson. Straight out of Ireland. Their whiskeys are incredible. They do these stout cask whiskeys, which are aged in the casks, the barrels, that they have stout in. The beer. And the flavor is incredible. They do these like triple filtered type things. They do this Jameson Black, which is incredible. It's just incredible. And of course, I am biased towards Irish whiskeys and American bourbons. As you can probably tell from my list, that's most of what it is American bourbon and Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
But it's just, what they do is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. So JMO's got to be number 1. And I have no, I will be taking no criticism for my choice.
And you shouldn't, because my number 1 is also Jameson.
Whoa, let's freaking go, chat. Let's freaking go.
So I took my friend Cody home from work. So he'd been picking him up from work and taking him home this week and next week. And I was taking him home the one day. He's like, "Oh, you want to come in for a beer?" I said, "Yeah, sounds good." And he's like, "Oh, by the way, the JMO that I bought you for helping us move in is still in the kitchen. Did you just want to take it?" And I'm like, "Sure." So he gives me the bottle, and I'm just like, "Oh, this is like a warm hug."
Yeah, exactly.
It's a warm hug.
And
I'm
it
like,
tastes
"Oh,
like a warm hug, too.
It really does. It's hilarious because there's some people that do it and they need this chaser. They get this look on their face.
Boo.
Honestly, and
it's smooth, dog. Why do you need a chaser?
I drink it like water, man. It goes down. I'm just like, it's a miracle I just don't sit down with a bottle one day and be like, I wonder if I could finish this. I wonder if I could
maybe
do
self-control that we don't.
Exactly.
But it's plausible.
It's plausible. Like, if I had nothing to do for, like, an extended weekend, I'd be like, I wonder.
Mythbusters would rank this test as plausible.
As plausible. Oh, yeah. They have, like, a long weekend and be like, it's you and me, baby. Are we going to dance or what? Yeah, I love Jameson. I love a lot of the other things they do, too, like the cask mates or whatever.
Yeah.
All that is so good. I haven't really had their flavored ones so much, but...
And we can apologize to our livers tomorrow.
Exactly. That's, we can cleanse.
And that's a class.
We can take a day.
That's a classic Bo Burnham joke when he was talking about Annie. Well, the sun will come out tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's a relative term, so it's never going to come out, Annie.
It's never going to come out, Annie. That's funny. I love Bo Burnham. Yeah, so I do like it a lot. And, so JMO.
God bless
JMO.
The double number one.
Double number one. Yeah. It doesn't happen too often, but...
God bless.
Yeah. JMO, thank you for your service and what you do. Next up, down the Reddit rabbit hole. Aiden goes down the hole so we don't have to.
You're welcome.
And finds a lot of really super interesting things down that hole. So what'd you find out?
This time I found a neat little graph, and I love neat little graphs.
You do. Indeed you do.
This one has its source from Ember, accurate as of the last day of 2025. Solar and wind versus fossil fuels as far as European Union power goes. So this is accurate as of 2025. And in this little graph, you can see from 1990, where fossil fuels took up 55% of energy consumption and production in the European Union, and solar and wind were down near just above 0%. And you can see by the year 2000, solar and wind grew to maybe 2 to 3%. Fossil fuels were approximately the same at about 50%.
Sure.
By 2010, fossil fuels dipped for the first time in history of the European Union by 2010 below 50%. And solar and wind production grew above 5%.
Okay.
By 2020, solar and wind in the EU grew to 20% of their total production.
Holy cow. That's movement in the right direction.
And yeah, fossil fuels dipped below 40% for the first time. Now, you may be wondering, hey, these numbers don't add up to 100%. What's going on? Well, I'll get to that in a second when I talk about what's happened in 2025. For the first time in history in the European Union, solar and wind makes up 30% of the European Union's total production of energy.
Holy shit.
Fossil fuels, 29%.
Wow.
For the first time in history, a collective of countries has made solar and wind more productive than fossil fuels.
Holy shit.
Now, where's the other percentage come from? Because if solar and wind are 30% and fossil fuels are 29%, here's what's even more cool. Nuclear power, which is sustainable for life and safe because, hey, we know how to do things right now. Nuclear power makes up 24% of the European Union's power as of 2025.
Wow.
So you're talking about safe for the environment fuels, 30% of which is solar and wind, and 24% of which are nuclear. you've got about 55% of the entire energy production of the European Union being solar and wind and nuclear. 55%.
That's incredible.
And about 17% are other renewables, and the remaining percentage are just other types of production.
Sure.
That's incredible. That's something we don't see in the U.S. because
Right.
you've got all these coal-choking chodesters and people against nuclear for some reason, even though it is safe. Look at Illinois. It's one of the biggest nuclear producing states in the country.
It is.
It's so plausible. And not to break the fourth wall, but my next segment, I will be talking about how feasible this realistically is in the United States. And we just don't do it. We just don't do it because big oil, has so much power over our government.
Oh, they do.
And if the EU can do it, then we can do it. And that's what I wanted to talk about, is the fact that over the last 35 years, 36 as of current, but over the last 35 years, there's more nuclear, solar, and wind production in the EU than in the history of any collection of countries.
No shit.
Overtaking fossil fuels by a massive margin.
Holy cow. That's
inspiring. It's
inspiring
because it's human beings doing what's best for humanity, and it just seems so rare that happens anymore.
right. Because in this country, people are too interested in playing politics versus what's best for everyone.
Right, exactly. So I found that very important to bring up because it's just... It's like a breath of fresh air of like, some people are doing it right, proving to everyone that it can be done right. Mm-hmm. And I love that.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Yeah, it's hopeful and I'm happy. But at the same time, I'm angry at this place.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such bullshit.
That's exactly my thoughts when I first saw it, is like, wow, there's people out there doing it right and they're on the right track. Like, everything is trending the way it should be. We shouldn't be using these antiquated fossil fuels, which, by the way, have a life cycle of one use. You produce gasoline, you get one use out of it, and you burn it. You produce diesel, you get one use out of it, and you burn it. Natural gas, you dig it out the ground, you get one use out of it.
That's right.
You make a solar panel, it's going to last for 20 years.
It's going to last for 20 years.
And you can fucking recycle what it was made out of.
Yes, you can. Yep.
Renewable energy is renewable for a reason. The wind is never going to stop blowing.
And the water won't stop moving.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's... Man.
And that brings me to, not to steal your segue,
please,
but that brings me to something everyone missed while they were sleeping.
Aha.
Yes.
Yes.
A segment may be called While You Were Sleeping.
While you were sleeping.
I have a YouTube video that I think is very important.
Oh, okay.
And it's along this same vein. So I kind of connected the two together down the Reddit rabbit hole and While You Were Sleeping, because I thought they were very connected in a way. This video comes from a YouTube channel called Technology Connections.
Okay.
The video itself is called You Are Being Misled About Renewable Energy. That is the video title. It is an hour and a half video essay, if you will, about solar power and wind power and how feasible they are. In the first hour, this creator, I believe his name is Alec, breaks down the land usage in the United States. So this is like a local assessment of the United States, the amount of land usage of corn simply grown to make biofuel, the ethanol that goes into every gas car. If you were to take, and he breaks it down better than I will. Of course, I'm paraphrasing based on my memory of watching this video a month or so ago. He breaks down that if you were to take every acre of corn grown to make ethanol fuel and replace those acres with solar panels, you could power the United States and Canada and Mexico and every country in Central America.
Oh my God.
Period. Wow. So we make all of this fucking eco corn fuel, this ethanol that gets used one time. You put it in your car, you burn it off, it goes in the atmosphere, and it warms up the earth.
Right.
Once. You could replace every acre of that with solar farms, and it could power North and Central America forever using materials that are endlessly recyclable. Full stop.
God.
Full stop.
That's frustrating.
And if you want to look this up, it's Technology Connections. The video title is You Are Being Misled About Renewable Energy Technology. By the time I watched it, it had I think just under 1 million views. It's got over 3.5 million views now, which thank God. I want this video to be seen. I want this video to be heard because it's so important. It's such a wonderful take on the asinine, ass backwards view on growing a what should be a source of food, but of course is not edible, that we simply grow to cut down and burn one time in a car.
Yeah.
You replace all of that with solar panels, you could power the United States twice over forever.
That's unbelievable.
Forever.
And not to mention the use of solar panels, on an automobile. Why does every automobile not have a solar paneled roof on it?
Sure, and
or have the solar panel on your hood.
And there have been studies too, and that's something there's righties out there that comment the same thing, and it's important to know that you can charge an electric car off of a solar panel on the roof and the hood of the car and the trunk of the car, but it just doesn't carry enough because of how much energy electric cars produce. So you will, if you just idly have a roof and hood and trunk that are solar panels, you will produce energy for your car, which is good, which should be done.
Right.
It's just not, it would take a decade and a half for you to see an ROI.
I see.
So it's a good thing to do. It's just do you want to wait 15 years to see your money back?
Interesting.
But if you were to take every field of ethanol growing corn and turn it into a solar panel, you would, within the first year, have enough energy to supply every house and every business in North America twice over. And it's that simple. Renewable energy is literally that fucking simple.
It is. It really is.
And you don't need to risk people's lives going into fucking coal mines or drilling oil on offshore ships and fracking, destroying people's water consumption.
Yeah.
It's so simple, and yet capitalism doesn't like it because, think of the jobs that the oil people have to do and the coal people have to do. Well, brother, you're going to create jobs manufacturing solar panels.
Right.
Which creates jobs forever for a better purpose.
Installing solar panels, servicing solar panels.
Exactly. And it's so simple, and yet it's not being done in the States because of propaganda and oil money.
Right. And then you just tell those farmers, okay, well, you're not going to grow any crops. Well, what am I going to do then? Trim the weeds around the solar panel?
Right. You could you own the land.
You own it. That's
Put the solar panels on it and make passive income.
And make passive income just by it being there.
Yeah. Mow the lawn around the solar panels.
Right.
Make money.
Let them put the solar panels there. Go buy yourself a cow. I mean,
you don't
I don't
have
know
to
what
buy a fucking $300,000 tractor anymore.
Nope.
You can just buy a lawnmower.
That's it, pretty much.
God, it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
But I had to bring that up. I thought they were very the correlation was so clear between the Reddit rabbit hole and While You're Sleeping that I had to do it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to drink some beer, and we're going to do the world of what? Well, no, that wasn't quite right.
The world of what?
World of no. The world. No. The world. No. How did I do that? Oh, wait a minute. World of Weird News coming up next. All right, we're back, everybody, and we're now on to the home stretch, starting out with our beer review.
The official beer review. The one and only. If you find other ones out there, they're posers. Copying us. How dare they?
How dare they do it?
Oh, my goodness. We won't send cease and desists, but just know we've got our eyes on you.
We do. Actually, I got my eye on this beer, to be completely honest.
Oh, my goodness. You haven't popped yours. Do it for the people.
I will
at
do
home.
it. I will do it for the people.
And I'll tell them what it is.
I will pop it for you.
Pop and lock. Oh, that's what's up.
Wow.
Man, that peaks the mic only a little bit.
only a little bit. Yeah, you know.
I'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post. I don't know. Well, I don't know much.
That's okay.
I don't know.
You and me both. We have today something Mark Moe picked up for us for this show. The Edmund Fitzgerald Porter. Straight out of the Great Lakes Brewing Company, which I believe we tried the Great Lakes Brewing Company Christmas Ale season or two ago.
We did.
And they make this Edmund Fitzgerald Porter. 6% ABV. We've got this in these 12-ounce cans. 37 on the International Bitters unit. One of my friends has checked into this before, and they gave it a 3.5.
Ooh, okay.
While everyone, as Untapped, the app on our phone, says, it's free, but we're not sponsored, the average score is a 3.78, and these scores are out of 5, mind
pretty
you.
good score.
So it's a regional brewery out of Cleveland, Ohio. The style, as they say, it's an American porter brewed in memory of the sunken freighter with rich toasted barley and bittersweet chocolate coffee notes, is what they claim. And we will try it for you today out of these 12-ounce cans, give it a score from 0 to 5.
Because we can.
And let you know what we taste as we taste it.
Let's go.
The Edmund Fitzgerald
Slancha.
Oh my god, it smells amazing. Fuck, that tastes good.
Wow.
Now, mind you, we have on the show before drank beers out of beer steins, beer mugs, and we've drank them out of cans or bottles before. And as like actual savants, tasting savants and chefs go, they will tell you drinking something out of a can versus a bottle versus a glass, they do taste and smell different. So we are drinking this out of the can it was provided in, and it smells amazing out the can. It smells chocolatey.
But here's the thing on my palate, at least.
Yeah.
I got the coffee right away, and I didn't get the chocolate notes until the end.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. And this is bouncing off of that. The interesting part to me is the fact it smells like hot chocolate.
It kind of does.
It smells like hot chocolate, and it tastes like an espresso mocha.
Mm-hmm.
That is fascinating,
isn't it?
On the palate and the nose, because it's so clearly on the nose chocolate, but on the mouth it's coffee.
It is for sure.
That is remarkably enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. I like it a lot.
And it's higher ABV than most of the porters we try. Most porters are 4 to 5%. Because I believe porters are lager based.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, lovely listener, but I believe porters are lager based.
Yeah.
And this one's higher percentage for that, but it tastes remarkable.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it quite a bit, and a lot of times, a porter or a stout can leave a little bit on the palate, on the tongue.
Sure.
After you consume it, not long. I mean, it's not Malort.
Yeah.
But it'll leave a little something there. And this is good.
It's very tasty. And I will note on at least my palate, which of course we have different palates. All this is subjective. There is something lasting on my palate, and it's a very specific fruity note. When you like taste dark chocolates, right?
Yes.
And you get that fruity cocoa flavor.
Yes.
I get that. Like, there is something lasting on my palate that's like fruity in a cocoa bean type way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I like that. I love that. That is very flavorful and tasty.
Yeah, for people that don't know, like, porter style beers, it's a dark top fermented beer style originating in 18th century London, known for its chocolate, caramel, and toasty malt flavors, often with lower bitterness, which I like, than a stout, which historically evolved from it. Key variations include English porters, which are malty and sweet, American porters, often hoppier with coffee or citrus notes, and Baltic porters, which are stronger lager-style porter.
Yeah.
It's made with roasty malts, not roasted barley, which is the key to a stout.
Oh, sure.
And is a popular dark beer, especially in cooler months, which it actually is today.
Yeah, that it is. My flavor profile, I added chocolate, fruity, dark, roasty, smooth, and coffee. Mm-hmm. And I like this a lot. This hits all the notes I want from a porter.
Yeah.
It's got the roastiness of the coffee, and it's got the chocolate flavor, but then there's something lasting that literally provides the fruity notes of a dark chocolate that you would not regularly find in a mass-produced porter. I'm going 4.25 out of 5.
Ooh, yeah.
I really like this.
It is good. And here's the thing. I go to some bars in Chicago, and there's this one bar called the Map Room, which I really like. Just that typical corner bar in Chicago, but it's got a great vibe, an excellent beer selection, a glass for each beer, which I totally dig. And there was but although I think this was a stout, it was one that had a high cocoa flavor profile to it. So there was definitely like a cocoa flavoring to it. And it was very smooth, and I liked it. And then next time we went back, it was gone.
Oh, devastating.
And then I couldn't remember what it was called, and I'm like, shit. But I think Haymarket is a brewery in Chicago. I think Haymarket made it, so I'm sure if I go onto their website, I can look it up. But when I saw this and saw the flavor profiles, I was like, ooh.
Similar.
This is my guy.
Yeah.
This is my guy right here. And I do like it, so I think maybe, I don't know, like I used to be a lager guy. Lagers and ales.
Sure.
And I don't know. The more I drink porters, the more I just really like them.
Yeah, they're very tasty.
Because it's like all that I enjoy about a stout, but none of the bitterness that comes with the stout.
Yeah.
So I really do like it.
Now, on the Untapped app, you get little badges, right?
Yeah,
for doing X amount of things, X amount of time. I got a badge. Cheers to independent U.S. craft breweries. Level 63.
Ooh.
Quote, cheers, beer patriot. You're supporting the small and independent American craft brewer. When you see that seal shaped like an upside-down beer bottle, it's independence you're tasting. Try 5 more to earn level 64, mate.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Let's freaking go.
Pretty good. I graded it a 4. And dark roasty, smooth, coffee, sweet, all that, great. Liked it very much. Gave it a 4.
It enters the elite tier.
Yes, yeah, most definitely does. And I've got middle of the road badge, level 10.
Hey.
Yeah, so that one, and then heavyweight. Level 2.
How do you get middle of the road and heavyweight?
I don't know how I do that.
How do they differentiate it?
All right, middle of the road says, looking for more kick than a session beer, but want to be able to stay for a few rounds. You have to keep it in the middle. That's 50 beers with an ABV of greater than 5 but less than 10.
Oh, okay.
Try 5 more for level 11. Okay, I'll do that.
Yes, we will.
Yes, challenge accepted. And then you unlocked a badge, heavyweight level 2. Porters and stouts are rich with both history and flavor. Roasty, dark, and delicious. These two styles help start it all. That's 10 different beers with a style of porter or stout. Try 5 more for level 3.
Righteous.
I will
yeah, let's do that. Add that to the list.
I will add that to the list as well. But yeah, that was very good. And that leads us to the final segment of the show, the world of weird news here on the Mark Mo Show. By the way, I haven't said it in a hot minute. I'm Mark Maloney. That's A. Maloney. We're
Hola.
your hosting, co-host, and producer, and all that kind of stuff.
All the good stuff.
All that kind of good stuff. We don't fuck couches, though.
Exactly. There's no vice president in this house.
No, at least not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I misinterpreted Love Seat, okay? Whatever. Jesus Christ.
An easy mistake to make.
Easy mistake. I get it. VP,
someone has to put the love in love couch.
That's indeed they do. All right.
El Presidente.
Oh my God, so stupid. All right, for my World of Weird News, from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, the greatest place in Cincinnati.
WKRP is finally coming home to Cincinnati. D.P. McIntyre of Raleigh, North Carolina, runs a media nonprofit that has been the proud owner of the call sign WKRP since 2014. McIntyre, 56, recalled watching the first episode of the 1978 CBS sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati. I got up and I proclaimed I'm going to be in radio.
Whoa.
And it was an influence for me, too. That's funny.
Sure.
And if I ever have the opportunity, I'm going to run a station called WKRP. According to the Associated Press, McIntyre's local broadcast, WKRP LP 101.9 FM, went live on the air November 30th, 2015, and boasted irreverent offerings such as a show called Weird Al and Friends.
That's so cool.
And even an annual Thanksgiving turkey giveaway where McIntyre's team gives out gift certificates to a local grocery store and nod to the sitcom's famous Turkey Day episode.
That's cool.
It's so awesome. When McIntyre sought bids on the call letters, Cincinnati answered, I cannot, by contract, tell you when. I cannot tell you who, but I can tell you, direct to the camera, WKRP, after 48 years, is coming to Cincinnati. McIntyre said, it has a special place in the hearts of an awful lot of people, and we have been very, very, very proud to have been a steward of that legacy.
That's so cool.
Isn't that amazing? I love it. I love it so much.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
North Carolina and Ohio finally get that smooch of life.
They do. They really do.
Which is weird, because on the license plates of North Carolina, one of them says First in Flight because of the Wright brothers.
Correct.
And then the other one, I think it's Ohio, says like the birth of flight.
Dayton, Ohio. Yeah.
Where they were born.
Yes.
So Ohio and North Carolina have always had this thing of like, well, we own the Wright brothers. No, we own the Wright brothers.
Right.
And they come together in radio.
God
bless.
They got their chocolate and the other one's peanut butter, and they finally came together.
Thank God. Someone had to do it, and bless
D.P. McIntyre.
D.P. McIntyre.
What a dude.
God bless.
Guy of the day.
My man.
All right, what you got, man?
I have a little story here that kind of ties in a little bit to our opening segment, The Useful Idiots.
Yeah.
This comes from Irish Star US.
Oh, okay.
Which I believe is an Irish publication, but this is the United States publication of that. Irish Star. RFK Jr. cut off dead raccoon's penis on family vacation, quote, to study later. This is a real story from a real publication in the real United States. An all-new book revealed private journals that detail a series of unusual and personal incidents in RFK Jr.'s life, including an absurd scenario involving raccoon genitalia. Quote, a biography of RFK Jr. is shedding light on a series of personal and unusual moments from his past, including an incident in which he documented cutting off a dead raccoon's penis during a family outing.
Oh.
As most people do. The book, RFK Jr., The Fall and Rise, written by investigative journalist Isabel Vincent, draws from dozens of sources, including private journals of said Kennedy, kept in New York between 1999 and 2001. These journals, which are updated daily, were later shared with following the 2012 death of his second wife, Mary Richardson Kennedy. According to the book, the journals were held by Mary as leverage during their divorce.
Oh, no.
Which had not been finalized at the time of her death, age 52, quite young, by the way. She died by suicide, mind you, May 16th, 2012, at her home in Westchester County, New York. The new biography comes as RFK Jr.'s podcast launch was ridiculed and as critics said, quote, "their ears will bleed."
Oh, my God.
Vincent's reporting uses the journals to paint a detailed pictures of Kennedy's personal struggles, family tensions, and long-standing, quote, interest in wildlife. One entry, dated November 11th, 2001, describes Kennedy pulling over on the highway while driving with his family after spotting a dead raccoon. Quote, from Kennedy, "I was standing in front of my parked car on I-684, cutting the penis out of a road-killed raccoon, thinking about how some of my family members were weird, as they turned out to be." Reportedly reflecting on strained relationships between his brother Douglas and his cousin Bobby. Quote, "my kids patiently waited in the car as I did this."
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So, yeah, if all those stories about RFK, dumping dead bodies of bears in Central Park and going on coke binges weren't enough, yeah, he just sliced a dick off a dead raccoon.
God.
You know, the old health and safety guy of the United States.
And
of course. Of course.
I wish I could do his voice. I don't know of anyone that can do
Hey,
his
it's
voice.
me, RFK Kennedy Jr.
It is. It's just this growly,
I don't know.
I cut a penis. I mean,
Yeah.
who does that?
I cut the penis off of a raccoon. Joe Rogan, are you proud of me?
And then what was the slightly unrelated, but it's him, so whatever. But like there were like images of him working out, shirtless in jeans.
With fucking Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
The least in shape person of all time.
And I know a guy who works at a bar, and he's a homosexual.
Now here's a guy.
And he's looked at that photo, and he looked at me, and he goes, "So gay." And I lost it. I started cracking up.
I know it's morbid and maybe uncouth, but maybe that's why Mary checked out. Maybe Mary checked out because Robert was fucking dudes.
Right.
It's like, gosh,
I can't wait to get in the pants of Kid Rock.
Wow. Rock is not what I thought it really was.
He puts the kid in Kid Rock. That's
Oh, no.
That's why Donald and I get along.
Oh, no. Pedo jokes. Oh, boy.
very cool, RFK.
What a dude. What a something. Whatever. I don't know.
Robert Sr. would surely be proud.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
All right. Note to people, leave raccoons alone.
their penises are not for your consumption.
Yeah. What is for your consumption is Edmund Fitzgerald Porter.
By Great Lakes Brewing. Not sponsored, but golly recommended.
Golly recommended.
You got a
indeed.
425 from me and a 4.0 from Mark
That's
Moe.
right. So
That's high praise.
it is high praise, and we are going to close the show on that good note. And hey, make sure you listen to Aiden Spelled the Right Way, YouTube, great gaming content, A&M Gaming, that's our gaming channel. Also YouTube, make sure you check that out. Like, subscribe, engage, all that kind of good stuff means a lot to us. And once again, this has been the Mark Moe Show, Season 6. Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going. Leave raccoon penis alone.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?